In this problem, you've been asked to find the definite integral of a piecewise function. And so when x is less than 0, we have the graph of 2x, and the graph of 2x looks like this. We have an open circle. And then we have sine of x greater than 0. So we're going to have sine looking like this, etc. And our integral is from -2 to pi. And pi is that first 0 after the origin on the sine graph. And so we've really been asked to find these two areas, the one above and below the x-axis. One of them you could do graphically, or you could do two separate integrals, and that's the way I'm going to approach it, just to remind us that we really have the integral of 2x from -2 up until 0, because 0 is where this piecewise breaks. And then we have a second integral of sine of x from 0 to the upper limit of pi. And we could have done this graphically, but we'll do it algebraically. The integral of 2x is 2x squared over 2, because we'll add 1 to our new power and then divide by that power. Those 2's, of course, cancel out, and we're going to find this definite integral from -2 to 0. And then we're going to add to that the integral of sine will be negative cosine of x evaluated from 0 to pi. So as we plug in our limits here, we have 0 squared minus -2 squared. That's going to be the first integral minus cosine of x from 0 to pi. Well, that's going to be a negative cosine of pi minus a negative cosine of 0. And so the first portion will be -2 squared is 4. And here we're going to have negative, cosine of pi is -1. This negative and a negative will make a plus, and cosine of 0 is 1. These two negatives made a positive, so we're really looking at -4 plus 1 plus 1 more is -2. That's going to be our total area, and it makes sense. It passes the smell check because there is more negative blue area than there would be above the x-axis just by looking at a decent sketch.